then I'm bald.
What?
What'd you say?
Well, you know, we got to play one Christmas song this hour.
We only have one more song to play.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, I got real problems just like you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
All day.
What song you want to hear?
Soul Holiday.
Soul Holiday. There you go. Hey,
there you go.
If you ask her, you know you got it. Right,
Making my job easier.
Welcome back to the Sports Shop. The
Yes,
Sports
sir.
Shop. Reese and K-Back. Man, I'm telling you, I am excited. We are all excited. Man, we're going to have ourselves a good time. No need to go through any other introduction. We'll get to A-Town and the poll question in just a bit. But right now, we are honored and we are pleased to have joining us the leading lady for one of the hottest series
The hottest.
the hottest series on television.
Yeah.
A one and only Miss Lauren E. Banks. How you doing, Lauren?
I'm good, guys. I'm happy to be here. Happy birthday, Reeves.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You making my birthday special. Thank you so much.
You bringing gifts too?
Yeah, I brought a little gift.
Oh my God! You not do
A
that.
little gift for my favorite sports comment.
There you go. I appreciate you.
Yeah, K-Back and Pam, it was a runoff. He pulled out a hand today. This day, considering it's his birthday.
Thank you so much.
Here's the beautiful thing about it. In about 2 weeks, you get a chance to try it again.
His birthday's in 2 weeks from now too.
You get a chance to go.
Okay, me too.
So New Year's Day. So.
Oh, New Year's Eve.
See that? Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Look, he already in the
You see all that greatness over
But hey,
here?
this is my birthday.
Oh, my
Still
bad.
my
Sorry,
birthday.
sorry.
Yeah, y'all were going on other stuff. But no.
Oh man.
But Matt, we so excited, and Lauren, you know, we recognized you a year or two ago.
2 years.
Salute the champions, and that was unbelievable. But Lawman knows to us, you got so much going on in your life, and this series that you just finished up, Lawman, Bass Reeves, you play, of course, Jennie, and knowing you personally, it's weird seeing you on the big screen though. It's kind of weird seeing on the big screen. Like, I would tell people, I know her. She know me. My phone number's in her phone.
Yeah. They like, you know.
They like,
her,
yeah, right.
her.
Yeah, you just saying that.
Like,
No, we family.
Like for real. I remember like when she was little. Like, I know she was a little girl.
Right. Which is different.
Yes.
Which is very
So Lauren,
different.
let's talk about real quickly though, because we're gonna get to the series. But Howard University, Yale, win a huge award. On a couple other people won, and one is Meryl Streep, which is like in that kind of class. Let's talk about that process real quick, if you will.
Well, I mean, it was an amalgamation of really the ambition of a 14-year-old. I realized I wanted to act at 14. I think prior to that, I was interested, but it was a hobby and something that I loved. But once I got to high school, shout out to Hillside High School, the Hornets, I took what my teacher in middle school said, you're throwing away your gift, when I went off to play sports and run track and cross country and basketball, and I left drama club alone. But once I got to high school, I had a moment in Mr. Wendell Tabb's class where it felt like God was speaking to me from the PA system, and I was in the middle of improv, and it was like, this is what a gift is. And I said, oh, well then, okay, I'm going to do this thing. So, from there, I researched how to become an actor. Howard came up, Yale School of Drama came up, all the things, and that's how I found myself at those institutions. Yeah,
I was actually amazed. I was, when your dad said you were going to go to Howard, and then you said you want to be an actress, and I was just like, she acts. Look, next thing I know, I said, "Oh no, she really acts." She really acts. Now, but talk about just that dream and just saying having that calling and just having that voice, but then having that dream, but then having those moments where you have to say to yourself, "It like once you get through Howard and now you're going to Yale, like is this really where I belong? Is this really where I belong?"
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, I thought my passion was acting, but it was at Howard where I realized my passion was just storytelling. I produced at Howard with the Howard Players. I directed at Howard with our student-run theater company, and lo and behold, I was doing that all along at Hillside. I just didn't know that it was called producing. You know what I mean? I didn't know that was what it was, but Mr. Tabb had us finding our own costumes, building our own sets. We were sourcing our own material for marketing our own show. So, yeah, they all carried over.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Man, this is so exciting. We're talking to an amazing actress, Lauren E. Banks. Tell us about this series. Let's introduce that so we can really get into that. Lawman Bass Reeves.
Yeah.
Tell us about that and how your role came about.
Well, Lawman Bass Reeves is about the legendary lawman, quote unquote, but otherwise known as a black cowboy, right?
Yep.
Bass Reeves. He was a champion and a hero, I think, for a lot of older black men, like my uncle, because he represented the truth of the Old West, which was that we were the first cowboys, and so this show depicts his life story.
Nice.
And because of that, you get to meet my character, who is Jennie Reeves, who is the young matriarch of the Bass Reeves family. She's married to Bass, and she and Bass create a life together after emancipation, and they have 10 kids, and
Wow.
10.
They lived in the era of time called Reconstruction, and they were very much those black people who decided, okay, we're going to participate in this life in this country, and we're gonna build.
Wow. So what did you find that was the most challenging for you in this particular role as Jennie?
Ooh, the most challenging. The material, the show, if you've watched it already or when you dive into it, the beautiful thing about it is it's just not all shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's it is truly the biggest part of the story is about the family. And it's about how black people in that time in this particular family insisted upon the rights of citizenship. They insisted upon deciding what freedom meant for them at that time, which was building family, which was enterprising all black townships like Tulsa, right? And so kind of steeping myself in that, but also knowing this character also just walked out of enslavement was an interesting dichotomy to find myself in while we filmed in Texas. It was my first time in Texas, but we filmed on certain plantations in Texas. So yeah, the energy was,
it
was
different.
It was a lot to put your body through, genuinely. Yeah, so that was probably the most challenging part.
Oh man, we're having a great conversation with Lauren E. Banks, who is playing Jennie in Jennie Reeves and of course Lawman Bass Reeves, and I saw the final episode for this series last night, and so many things that jumps out with me. One is that you're definitely the matriarch of the family in that space, but it shows a black man really loving his family, the true sense of being the leader of that family as well, and doing all he could to make sure that family was intact. But one thing I got to ask you about, when you slapped the white lady.
That part.
That's what I want to know. Now, was that a real slap, or I just want to know?
Was that a Jennie slap or a Lauren slap?
Lauren slap. That's what I want to know. Set the scene up a little bit, just with not tell the whole thing. Set it up though.
I'll set it up.
Set the scene up.
Okay, man. Such a Capricorn you are. The show, that scene, you meet Mrs. Reeves, right? So I'm sorry, yeah.
Right.
Who at that? Well, I'm Mrs. Reeves, right. But then there's another Mrs. Reeves because, of course, we shared the same name because she was the plantation owner.
That's okay.
That's right.
Okay.
She was the wife of
Okay.
our former master.
That's right.
Okay.
And she comes back with a lot of audacity.
Yeah, I know.
To offer that it seems like life in this country for at the time for black people was not working out, and the Klan was on the rise, and she was aware of that. So she says, "Well, I have a proposition for you. Why don't you just come back and work for me?"
Yeah. After she was free now.
Yeah. Well, am I free? She's in my house.
Yeah.
She's with my child. Who the last time I saw her with, I told her never touch her again.
Right.
And and you also see the scene where she takes her out of my arms the day that she was born and tells me to get back to work.
Right.
When in the flashback scene for the
my
plantation.
goodness.
So here we are in the middle of Jennie's experience of this woman who clearly has some kind of psychosis and about her ability to own other human beings, but she does that and she suggests upon that, and Jennie asks her to leave multiple times, and then she has the nerve to tell me that if I don't come back to the plantation, we won't survive this country, we won't thrive, and my children will be turned out as field ...
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when
Yeah.
And then I had to slap that N-word out.
Boy, you hear that? I was like, wow. That was profound. Let me put it that way.
You like,
It
not on
was.
this day.
Not today.
This ain't the day.
Not in this house. Not in this house. And Jennie
In your house,
tells
too.
her, she's
Yeah.
like out devil. She tells her to get out. So yeah, it was necessary. And she, Jennie's a protected woman. She's not just a protector. She's a protected woman. She has a beautiful man next to her. So
Yeah, outstanding.
Oh,
We're
man,
talking
that's
with
great.
Lauren E. Blinks, the co-star of Lawman Bass Reeves. You're talking about the experiences filming and shooting and what it was about. How much of your experiences, like I see a lot of you in the series, right? A lot of you because we know you, right? We know, being from Durham, being raised by your grandmother, etc. I know your father. But how much of you do you get a chance to put in there? Because I saw one scene where your daughter at the time and a young man was coming by trying to quote unquote call on her, and you basically said, "Get your little ass back in there." You basically just and I said to myself, no one in Hollywood wrote that. No one in Hollywood wrote that. I can tell you that.
that's funny. There is a beautiful collaboration that happens.
Yes. Okay.
On sets, especially when, for myself, if something could ring more true, I'll also always suggest it.
Okay.
Totally the writers, the writers' right to deny that, but our writers were really collaborative, and I said, hey guys, I got a suggestion.
Right.
Because I think originally the line said, Sally, please get back in the house or something
Yes,
like that.
yes,
I
yes.
said, no.
No, we're gonna say something a little
We're
bit
going to say
different.
something a little different along the lines to your point about my great grandmother. Like, she called my mom and all of my aunties little girl well into their 50s. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So I was just like, okay, we're going to honor that and tell her, get inside.
Right.
Get inside, little girl. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that at all. So with that being the case, and seeing you on the carpet with Oprah and all of this.
I mean,
all
that's
of these
drawn there now.
experiences,
Yes.
I mean, it's second. It's old hat to you now. I mean, you used to that scene. I had met Oprah, but okay. So talk to me about what's next. What's on the horizon? What is it that if Lauren said she can have her way today and do something different, do something special, or continue on this path? What is it that Lauren wants to do?
Well, thank you for that question. It's the beautiful thing about this story is that it's, like you said, it's being highly celebrated. So there's 7.5 million people worldwide watching our show.
That's incredible.
And
Congratulations.
thank you.
This is the highest.
Yeah, it's the most watched season premiere.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Series
Yes.
premiere on Paramount's platform.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so what that does for me is that it brings me a global audience to speak to.
Yes.
And that's a big reason why I wanted to get into TV and film. And like I said, my passion is storytelling, not just acting. So there are many projects, especially that take place in North Carolina, that I'm interested in writing, directing, or producing. And so this next year, even, I look forward to being able to do that while also doing work, with other people that write for me. But there's beautiful gems in North Carolina, Black Wall Street, Durham being a Black Wall Street.
Oh,
That's
my
a story
goodness.
that takes place during Reconstruction that I would love to delve into, and
Man.
I'll use my production company, Visionary Village, to do so.
Well,
Visionary Village. All right.
Hey, I can only imagine how he
Put a
was
sports
that
shop
gonna
on the
be.
village. We want to be part of the village.
No, yeah. I got salute to champions. We are the village.
There you go.
Y'all are my village.
That's exactly right.
So that's
Yes.
what we're doing.
Right.
So, man, you know what? It has been a pleasure getting an opportunity to sit here and talk with you.
Well,
this
she's
morning.
gonna hang with us next set. That's what that's
Oh,
good.
this is going to be better.
Yeah, it's gonna be better.
Because we got a special guest coming up next.
Well, you know what? I am blown away. I am blown away. I just saw something that just blows me away. So you stay with us.
All
We're gonna
right.
bring
have the
everybody-
audacity to work on your birthday, so guess what?
Guess what?
You made it all out.
I didn't even know it.
Hey, that
Yeah,
part.
that's
You made it all our
That's
birthday.
right.
What you got for me, A-Town?
Historically black colleges and universities were the foundation for education for black Americans over the years. These institutions help students pursue professional careers, earn graduate degrees, and advance their education. Check out Historically Black, the HBCU Footprint TV show, which returns this fall on WREL Sports Plus. Many conversations with awesome people go beyond the world of sports to provide a reflection of Historically Black. the HBCU footprint.
Yeah. Well, when we come back, Reese, look, Reese all discombobulated right now.
Yeah, I'm jammed up.
The
man.
boss man came in town. The boss man came in town. So when we come back on the other side, Lauren's gonna continue to join us. We got the one and only M
in the building.
in the building. His mama joining us.
Oh.
Man, look, we can't wait. We're gonna have a good time next on the Sports Shop. Let's go.